complicated. Hi, Paul Slackis, good news. I'm here with the real thing, Tony. Tony here is in Corona, here in Parkside, and he's been a renowned worldwide, and I know this because of my good friend over here, Mr. Joe Chinque, who's with the American Academy of Hospitality Sciences. He hands out the 5-Star Diamond Award, and he's given this award to this restaurant, I believe, more than he's given this award to anybody in the world. Is that so?
That's very true.
Okay, so why did you give it? Why all these years?
1949. This restaurant wasn't here in 49. They started 1960. 1960. The first year they started, we seen a winner in this property, and today it became worldwide #1. And here it is in Queens. What he's done here from foundation building with his last penny, he borrowed whatever he did. He accommodates anyone from all over the world with the biggest parking lot, the food. Once you get a taste of this food, you can't go any other place. You're hooked. It's like you're addicted. So
I agree with you. All right, Tony. So tell us, give us a little bit of the background here. I saw something over there that said Corona Diner. I don't know, or something like that.
No diner.
What did that say? Corona on the wall. What does that say? Was that the first
Oh,
name?
that was the Corona Supper Club.
Corona Supper Club. Is that
Correct.
how this evolved?
Yes,
And what was that? Because there was prices on there that were something unreal.
1960.
All right.
Yeah, that was 1960 prices. But actually, we started out that way. It was a small little place. It was only 7 tables. And now we have 52 tables. 2 different, making extensions, expanding. Because of the demand, the people wanting to come in, reservations and everything. But see, one of the reasons that people don't succeed in restaurants more than 30 years, or because their rent, they get banged on the head with rent. They got to move out. And
very true.
Unfortunately, I owned the property, so that kept me here. And it works because it's right off the LIE, the Long Island Expressway. People coming home from the city, a lot of traffic. They just detour, come here 8 blocks, and they're right in the restaurant. They'll have dinner, 10 o'clock, 9:30, and they go home. Nice and easy, right? And people sometimes, I get a lot of people from Long Island, from all over. They come from all over.
Limousines here, I can't believe it.
Everybody. See, now, if you want to talk about most restaurants, the owners are not there. When the owner is there, it's a different ballgame. And then he has to be a conscientious owner. He has to, this is his home. When you want to eat, or you want to serve in your house, that's what you serve here. You don't want customers to come in. If you had a turkey dinner or Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner in your house, and you don't want people to come in and say the food wasn't any good. It's got to be good. So you have to personally see to it, you know what I mean, that it's good. And how do you do that? By being on hand. You got to watch everything in the kitchen. As far as the Board of Health is concerned, the way they cook, the people in there, the product that we buy is the best.
You couldn't say true word.
It's true. We buy the best product. My margin profit here is very low, but it's enough. So why am I going to die? With $10 million, I'll die with $2 million. What's the big deal?
Joe, here's what Joe said. Joe said to me, "You're prime. You don't mess with any part of this. It's just fantastic."
Look at my bread basket. You never find a bread basket, no matter where you go in the world. No matter where
I
you
love
go.
that one with the ham in it. What is that?
That's prosciutto bread.
That's
Yeah,
prosciutto.
he's eating it.
Prosciutto's
It's
the ham in
prosciutto
the
bread.
bread.
This is olive loaf. That's Italian. These are seeded. This is semolina. And then I give a cheese plate and bruschetta out. I give cookies away. I am very grateful to the people that come here and patronize the place. So I want to give them an offering. I don't want, when people sit down, people intent, they want to eat, they want to drink a little bit and eat. So I give them something to pick on so they don't get irritable. And they stay nice and calm and wait for their dinner to come out. because it is a big restaurant. So therefore, it may take a little more time.
You're all about hospitality too, customer service. Your waiter
100%.
is so kind. Actually, I don't even. He didn't bring even a menu. He just came over and made people feel so comfortable. And this is just a couple days ago. I was here. Mahi mahi. I went with.
Yeah.
And I saw the chicken dish, very thin. I tried your ravioli. It was magnificent. I mean, the whole table. We were all in heaven.
Tonight we're going to eat. We're going to eat something. Little baby gaffadel in a lamb ragu with a little peppermint, little tinge of peppermint. It's delicious, Joe.
What about that pasta you made with a lamb sauce?
Oh, this is the pasta. We made this for Easter, and then I have a baby pork shank. It's like a spare rib. The only thing that's going to be left is the bone. Oh, it's delicious, Joe. Really, you know.
Where did you learn? Where did you learn how to cook? I mean, Joe's been everywhere. He knows.
Well, you know,
he
listen,
only
my
pressed
company-
from, no,
But you see where I came from tonight? I left Central Park South, Park Avenue, to come here. So what does that tell you? I mean, there's great restaurants, but no one's in the competition like what he does. Cleanliness, attitude of the workers, everything is on the money. You can't find that today. Everybody brings their problems to work. I want to relax. I want to enjoy good wine, good food, and this is the place. I can't believe it.
you're
Since 1960, 70, 80, 90, over 50 some odd years. It's unbelievable.
It's 57
When
years.
you compare him with the world, what about Italy? What you were saying? No, what you told
this
me.
guy, he's one of the greatest restaurants I've ever been to. The bottom line, for me, Paul.
I'm curious.
It's one of the greatest restaurants that I've ever been at in the entire world.
All over the world?
All over, wherever I've been. His food is magnificent.
And this you really?
Joe, you know what?
Joe,
I'm
the
curious.
bottom line, this guy has. I want to ask him how he makes this. How did he get in? How did he become a chef? How did he know how to make food? Who was the grandma? Who was the mama? I want to get to the bottom here.
Well, my mother always cooked in the house. I mean, actually, you know, I was a little kid, but you know, I didn't go to restaurant school. I learned on hand. You know what I mean?
I understand. No, for 6, 8, 10 years in a culinary school.
Well,
you are culinary.
Well, I could teach if
No,
I
I'm
wanted
saying
to.
you
You
are the
know,
real
I mean,
thing.
people that I just had an Italian chef. He came in. He said he wanted a job, and then when I further interviewed him, he says, "Well, I really just want to come here to learn your style of cooking, so when I go somewhere else, that I can present it." You know, so I says, "Well, we'll think about that. I don't know right now. I'm too busy to teach him."
Did you ever write a book? You should
No,
write
I
a book.
didn't.
Write a book.
Should.
Write a book.
Maybe I will one day. I
will.
might.
He's very
With
intelligent.
recipes, you know, and it takes time to do that, but I might just take the time to do it, you
He's
know.
looking to help Donald Trump. He's got ideas that are unbelievable. I'm bringing it to the White House.
You're gonna get some better food in over there.
It's unbelievable. He's got the time yet to do greatness in food and also for the country. He's looking to protect our country. That's important to me. Where do you find a guy like that? You don't find him. And he's everything what Donald wants. This is the type of man Donald wants to show as a true American. What more can I tell you?
I agree with you. Actually, the first thing we talked about, Tony talked about the protection of America. That's where before we went recording. He was concerned. He was talking about keeping America safe. This is one great patriot. There's no doubt.
It's true, you know. I have grandchildren. I'm concerned about them. Even if you're not concerned about yourself, that maybe you feel you lived your life, you know. But still, they're grandchildren you got to consider, right? I mean, and now we have a lunatic running around in North Korea, but Trump, I'm sure, President Trump will handle him. But
I think it's a lot of fraudulent. Like the bomb went off the other day. We have friends through the federal government. Well, he has a lot of fake bombs. When you see that on TV, there's nothing in there. This guy's a psycho. But he scares people.
But he scares people.
Yeah. And but
he's a psycho. There's 25 million of them.
everyone he shoots off is done. It's like having a bad
Let's hope so.
firecracker when you were a kid or a bad Roman candle. It didn't light. You know, so this guy is just bad news. But Donald's going to keep on his toes watching it. That's enough.
We should have Tony feed him some good food. Have this gentleman feed him some good food.
Oh, not that guy.
Calm him down.
But yeah, he needs sedatives. He needs a doctor. See a doctor. But you know, back to the food industry. Like I said,
You know, the one with the meat in it.
if you go through and you see, eventually you look and you see there's different qualities of meat, different quality of fish. You know, especially in the meat. So you have to be able to tell by eye, by look, by touch. You know, where's the quality? Even if it's a few dollars more, I use Bell and Evans chicken in here, which is considered one of the best. Then is Murray's. It's not only that it's kosher, it's the best quality, and you could tell by the color of it. It's white, beautiful. That means the diet it's fed. See, beef goes according to the diet. Prime meat is twice as much money as choice.
You
Why?
buy Prime, right?
I buy Prime.
Only Prime.
That's it. Now, when it comes to lamb, I buy Colorado. It's in the country. It's not frozen. You freeze meat, it crystallizes, which means it's like marinating it in water. It's ridiculous. A lot of people, they freeze it. They're crazy. They portion it out, take it, put it in a microwave. Don't do that in here. The only thing that's frozen that we have to buy is shrimp. You know, that's the way it comes.
Other than that, no.
Everything is fresh.
Wow.
And luckily, like I said, that the business is great. It's there, and it just keeps turning over, so nothing is backed up, unless there's a major snowstorm, and that's it, or a blackout. But that don't last too long. We clean everything up right away. I got a guy come here with a payload and push all the snow away.
How about the sauce? The sauce is historic for Italians, right?
Well, the sauce is something that we're going to look into, maybe manufacture it and commercially, you know, put it out on supermarkets. We're even thinking about that now. We're thinking about doing that now, you know. But, you know, you have to get, you see, there are seasons according to the weather, how good the tomato is going to be. It's like a grape on a wine. Sometimes there's too much rain, the grape is no good. There's not enough rain, the grape is no good. When you make homemade, when you taste it, the grape, to see how sweet it is, the sugar content. Okay, it's just like then, you know, like I says, you have to see. So when you get the wine, if you're going to make wine, like I'm fancy at making wine. You wash it, ferment it, taste the grape, you mix it, you get a blend, and that's what you make. A lot of time people make wine. Everybody makes wine, but their blend is different. You know what I'm saying? So when you buy tomatoes, are the same way. When I got my lot of tomatoes now. I stick to it because they run good. When I open the can, I taste the tomato. I want to see how pulpy it is. I want to see how the acidity, the consistency, the stick. You're not supposed to have pasta with water in it. Watery pasta where you eat the pasta and the sauce runs off. Because they're the people that want to use oil. They don't want to use, you know what I mean? They don't want to use space. It's too expensive. Everything is to cut costs. And believe me, I don't blame other restaurants. When I go there and you say you get banged on the head with price. Some of them, most of them have no choice. The landlord has got them like this.
With the rents.
That's not me.
Smartest thing you ever do is buy it.
Sometimes, you know, it's not.
That's his claim to fame. It's buying the property.
Sometimes it's not a question of, I couldn't foresee the future. It just happened that way. You know what I mean? I was lucky, you see? Because I have pigeons, you know? I want to put pigeons on a roof. So I bought the building way back.
Wait. You got pigeons and you bought the building for your pigeons? Did I miss that or what did I only had club soda.
I needed, you know, Well, when I was a kid, I always had pigeons.
All right.
You know, so naturally, I wanted to put my pigeons somewhere. So I bought the building mainly to put my birds on the roof. So that's way back in 1966. Wow. See, so there, I got lucky, and then I kept expanding and building and expanding and expanding. And I do most of the work myself. I do a lot of this myself. I can show you my tool room. You think you're in a hardware store. I mean, I do most of the repairs and things, you
You
know.
ever have a character? You ever meet a man like
No,
that?
this is a fascination. I could just kind of keep.
I'm gonna give you a grand tour
All right.
of my
okay.
restaurant.
All right. All right. All right. Well, we're going to show this worldwide. The entire everybody
I'm gonna
in the
give you
world
a
will be able
grand
to see
tour.
this one.
I want to give you a grand tour.
I'm ready for a grand tour. You want to do it now? Whenever you want. Yeah. We'll walk around and.
I can wait for you.
Yeah. All right. Let's go.